It's the Joe Padula Show, Clarksville's conversation.
Absolutely. But the Army medic that I was hanging out with, you know, we bonded together. It was tough over there in Kandahar, Afghanistan. I mean, you know, to put it in a perspective, we lost 66 from our unit. It was a tough deployment. So we bonded together and had fun together. It was like a little escape while you're over there, which was nice. And we even found ways to have
social interactions.
Yes, social interactions. Right, right, in a combat zone. And I'm not talking about, like, you know, where you got like places with doors, and roofs, and locks, you know, because you got places like that overseas
In the
too.
bunker.
Yeah,
Is there a rule against that?
it wasn't the bunker.
Supposed to be.
Is there supposed to be a rule against that officially?
There is.
There is.
Unless you're married, which
Right.
is
So it's just a blanket. You're not supposed to. No, I mean,
Which is single.
obviously in a combat zone, I would think they would have some restrictions, but just
Yeah.
in general, our soldiers are allowed to date each other in the same unit.
Well, part of it is because there's an issue of some of the female soldiers getting pregnant just to go back home.
I could understand, especially the rules being different overseas, but just like if you're in basic training together, are you allowed to say, "Hey, you want to, go out with me? Can you go on a date?" I would assume there's rules against that.
We had Canadians assigned to us. Okay, so we went over to their section, and they were allowed alcohol. We were not allowed alcohol.
Every country's allowed alcohol
Except
besides
for us.
us.
Yeah. So, and the Canadians, they liked the way I spoke. You know, hey, how you doing? And they're like, oh, Abu, say it again. Hey, right. And I'm like, oh, absolutely. Let me get a shot of Kettle One, I think was the vodka that they had.
No, I think I had I forgot who made it. But it was, you would see them leaving the DFAC with
Moonshine.
to-go boxes full of the fruit cocktail.
Yeah.
And they're going back and
Oh,
making their drink.
they making
and
that
fermenting
hooch.
it. Yes.
Making that hooch.
And so
Wow,
then they would
hooch.
give you a bottle. And
Who was
like,
that? Soldiers? U.S. soldiers?
No, not U.S.
Okay.
soldiers. Foreign soldiers, of
Yeah.
course.
But nonetheless, so the girl that, and I actually ended up, yeah, I guess you could say I technically fell in love with her.
You
I
did.
know.
You did.
Yeah. And so we come back home, and
Are you 28, 29?
I was 31 now at this point. Okay, I'm 31 years old. Joe Padula, forget about it. Right. And we come home, and she goes, Joe, I got to tell you something. I'm like, oh.
Peace out.
I'm like, what? Everything all right? She goes, I have a girlfriend here at home.
Oh, wow.
I know you was happy about that.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying?
that's all right.
You're like, oh, really? Oh, okay.
Like, I'm like, oh, it's about to end. But no,
Yeah, nope.
it's about to begin. So, I go, oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we can make this work.
And Carol was her friend's name. Okay, her girlfriend's name. She goes, I want you to meet her. Okay. So I invite them both over to my apartment. And I was going to cook them dinner. And make them some dessert. So,
Carol didn't
Make
like
them
you.
some dessert.
well, Carol and...
You don't have to say
You
who
don't
it
have to
is,
say
Joe.
the name.
Right.
They just called her Miss K.
Carol's a fake name too, by the way, everyone.
Medic.
This entire story is fiction, by the way.
Yes, right.
This is his imagination.
Yes.
It's an idea for a novel he had.
It's a bit.
It's a bit. It's a bit.
Right. So
It's a myth.
the medic, the female medic, it's a myth. The female medic and her girlfriend come over to my apartment, and I see Carol, and she's like 18 years old. She's young.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, babe.
Wow.
Good looking, fit.
How long has he been going out?
I don't know. I don't know how long they were seeing each other for or prior to, but it was before the deployment, so it was more than a year. So they come over, and I start cooking, and I'm making them chicken. I'm searing the chicken breast, and I got this honey balsamic glaze that I make, okay? Oh, it's fantastic. What else was there? There was the strawberries drizzled with local honey, and then I took the shavings of the inside of a coconut, all right, and did it sprinkled on top of the strawberries.
Okay.
Fancy.
And serving them Moscato, Moscato wine,
Right.
you know, a nice dessert wine, right?
You was hoping.
Yeah.
No, I was just
He's
being
very hospitable.
Yes.
I've been over to his house, gotten the same treatment.
yeah, different results.
As I said.
The balsamic glaze and everything. It's great.
And for the after meal, this was back when I was making the cannolis. With, and I had a cannoli shell making deep fryer and the dough and everything and the cream itself.
Nice.
And then with the ricotta cheese, where you drain the ricotta cheese for about 24 to 30 hours, and you do it in like a cheesecloth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And oh, it was so good. So they had that for dessert. Well, I almost said her name. The medic, all right, comes to me in the kitchen because I'm in the kitchen now doing the dishes, and I got my absolutely apron on. It's an apron that says absolutely.
Of course.
And she comes up behind me and she kisses my neck, and
I was like, ooh, no.
she kisses my neck, and I go, "Hey, how you doing?" And
Hey, how you doing?
yeah. Oh, you want to play her? Ready?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Don't do it.
Will your husband mind?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't
Sorry.
do it.
All right. So she goes, "Thank you for just being so cool with everything." And I looked at her and I go, "Baby, your breath smells good." She goes, "My breath?" I go, "No, your breasts." No, I said, "Hey, it's no problem. You know, don't worry about it." And then she tells Carol.
Let's go.
You know, they don't name girls Carol anymore, so they.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you what. We'll call the medic Gertrude. Okay, we'll just use old names.
Gertrude and Carol.
So Gertrude, she's rubbing up on me. She calls over Carol. She goes, "Carol, come here." And Gertie is definitely the alpha of the relationship. Not my relationship.
Right.
Woo.
I don't know about that.
No. I know about that. So Carol, she comes over into the kitchen. She's very shy, very docile. But I almost said her real name again. Gertrude starts kissing Carol. And I'm just doing the dishes. You know. Wash my hands, wipe them off, whatever.
And you doing the dishes. Okay.
Yeah.
And
But she's not the alpha though, even though he's doing the dishes.
Yeah, I know.
and they stayed over, and I slept on the couch.
You slept on your own couch.
Well, he's a gentleman.
No,
If a
I'm
lady's
not.
over, you got to let her have the bed.
I'll
you're
tell
a
you
gentleman.
what. If you want to know the real story, the full, complete story, go to the Joe Padula Show Facebook page. Click like, scroll down, leave a message.
It didn't go sideways, nothing like that?
This is why I need to create an OnlyFans account.
For the subscribers only
For
the
portion.
subscri-
To hear the rest of the story.
Yes.
Yeah, that's, oh.
That's okay. That's what we'll do.
Yeah.
The other side.
In the subscriber segment of the show.
Side B.
So that's what I'm gonna do tonight. I'm gonna set up the OnlyFans account.
Okay.
Ooh, and have a couple of drinks while you're talking about
Oh my god. And Mom, I know you watch the show because I see your name pop up. Don't subscribe.
Oh, no. Your first subscriber is going to be your mom.
Don't
Yep.
do it. Okay,
I
Mom.
need to know
It's-
all the secrets.
It's going to be me and your mom. That's your first subscribers to your OnlyFans. Just to keep tabs on you.
So much about gun
Pastor
control.
Mark. I'm going to buy Pastor Mark a subscription to your OnlyFans. Just to make sure that you're talking about our Bible studies and stuff on there.
All I know is I made that young lady do something that she's never done before in her life.
The dishes? No, it wasn't the dishes. He was doing the dishes. Forgot that part. That's right. Yeah.
So much about Dave Chappelle in the White House and and the gun control, and we'll get into that tomorrow. Then, all right.
You started asking questions.
You brought up Tomboy and kissing, and then you brought up the girl kissing
if,
you.
You brought up the kiss.
You brought up the kissing.
So, to bring it back on topic, Tennessee has a bill
Yeah.
about teachers, say, teaching children about these kinds of subjects.
Yes.
If you're the kind of parent who would want to know ahead of time whether, say, teacher Joe Padula is going to be talking to the class about gender identity and the experiences people have, yeah, you might be interested in that sort of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well said, Lawyer Wayne. Way to bring it all back together.
I definitely pay attention as to
What
whether my kids are allowed to
age
watch
is
this show.
happening at?
I know. I already know.
Gertrude.
It's the Joe Padula Show. Bada bing. Clarksville's conversation.